really my motivation for writing the book originally was to help the individuals who I worked with when I was doing training in customer service. One of their chief complaints, and probably the most challenging part of their job, is dealing with irate customers. And what I wanted to do is to write a little story that would help them deal with the anger that came their way. That anger is really debilitating to folks who work with customers every day. If you can imagine taking between 80 and 120 calls every day and not knowing if that person is going to be fairly friendly or someone who is really, really angry, and usually angry about something that you as the service person had nothing to do with. So what I noticed when I was working with these folks was they really internalized this anger. And I had discovered a 4-step formula, which is really a matter of being mindful in my work. And so I shared that initially in a workshop, and it was so well accepted that I decided that I'd like to write a little fable book. And the reason I chose the fable format is because fable and story is really the most ancient way of transmitting wisdom. Before we had writing, we had story. And I think story is almost primal in its ability to communicate a message. So the book really came about as a result of my wanting to really reduce the suffering of folks who work in customer service. So that was my primary motivation, and it really had its own kind of a life of its own after it was written, and it got a much broader audience to anyone in, say, education or healthcare, or even folks who are looking for a solution for dealing with day-to-day problems. So that's really why I wrote the book.